Hey, I'm back and we're going to do the refactoring. So let me just close this. Okay, we're going to do the refactoring because I don't want to make a request for this to be shown for the post, okay, and to get the ID again for the delete. Those are three requests that we are doing, and I didn't realize that until now, so I don't know why I missed that. But I want to keep this get post ID from URL, and what I want to do is, because we're going to set it in the post, I'm going to come back here and set it globally inside the get post, where that, if I can find the function get post. So I want to do this inside this, okay. So what I'm planning to do is to create constants, or not constants, but let. So let's say let current title, let current ID, let current content, and we need something else. Let current is title, ID, content, and what was the other thing? Okay, the alt cover. Let's say alt cover. This one is only going to be set when we update the file. So we need to come back here on get post and set all those. Those are going to be up there. So let's say current ID is going to be equals. Okay, so let's go after this. Okay, so actually I'm wrong with this. The get post from ID is only getting the ID from that. Get post ID from URL, sorry, is only getting the ID for that. So it's actually okay for us to set the global variables here, because here we have the post. So we're going to paste this and call the create child with the post data. So that's going to go there, and that should be fine since it's the same request. We're going to say post data that ID. I think that is how it returns. No, sorry, it's post ID. So we can console this in a second. So let's say current content equals post data. This is a function that content current title equals post that data that title, and we're going to set the alt cover to be, do I have it? Okay, I'm missing a D, so do I have it like that, or okay, I have it with camel case. So alt cover is going to be equals to post that data that file ref. Okay, so we need reference actually for that only. So this should be working fine. I'm going to allow this create child to continue to use post data. Okay, so the next thing is that we're going to change, for example, this is getting the values everywhere where we are making another request. Storage. So I think we have that on the form, edit form, but this is using the same thing. No, we're setting all this again. So let me okay, and we're going to say current This is the title, current title, and we're going to change this to current content and old cover. So those should work. Storage ref. Okay, so this is actually setting the new things. Let's save this and let's see. Okay, you can see that now we are getting this without making another request. So the other thing is the delete. So let's go to the delete. Delete is down here, so we're making another request to that. So we're going to comment that out and also comment this out too, because we already have the ID. So we're going to come to edit, not edit, but append form, I think it is the name of the function. And we will also use or ditch that on line 139. So let's go down here again, and we are going to pass the old cover, and we're going to pass the current ID. So also in the update we were using that Firebase correction post at post. This is the add. Yes. So the update should be here. So we're using the post ID that it no longer exists here because we have that commented out. Okay, on line 130. So let's go back here and we need to change this to current ID and also this one to current ID. So that should work. Let's see. Okay, edit, other post updated. So let's actually change this to lorem ipsum and generate lorem ipsum. Let's grab all this and let's hope it works. So first of all, we're going to try it without the file. So update, other post updated, and you can see we have that. So and let's say edit, and I'm going to change the file to something different. So let me look just for one, so you do the same. I should have one. Okay, this one. I think this one is pretty big, so let me open this and let's change this because I update it just like that and update post. It's updating. Okay, and it seems that it had a problem. So let me go to Firebase again. So home, cannot read property content of undefined get post. So let's go here. Go to console. Okay, on main 56 post data. Content 56. Oh, okay. Post data. Why is that? Let me check. So at this point, let's see if we have 4 images, 4 posts. So let's see if that works. So database, we should have only 4, of course. Okay, and storage. Okay, we have 5. So that is what changed. So it's shape. So what didn't go deleted? So I'm going to. So that is only happening here. Current ID. File ref location path. All cover value. So why that is okay? Let me see something. So what I want to do is just skip this reloads so I can actually see the error that happens. We know that when we edit the first part, it's not going to complain. So let's say this one. Okay, edit new title, something like that, and another thing. So let's open the console and let's say update posts. So it's not going to reload, okay, because I changed that, but let's refresh. It didn't show any error when we click submit. So we have new title and this is what I typed, right? So let me just change that again because let's add updated and update post. That should be it. Refresh. Just give it a second and that should be fast enough. And yeah, we have that. But the problem is when we select a new image, let me select a new image and add that. So let's add this one. Okay. Every time the browser resizes closes the development tools. I don't know why I did that. So update post and it's going to update, but I think it's not going to. Okay. Storage object not found. Message Firebase storage object. Okay. Because I did something. Where is the delete? So it's online main.js 217 all cover. So if I change this to all cover, you can see that it updates but it doesn't delete. So let's actually see what we have. Menu. Okay, let's just click back. There's a problem on line 56 that we will fix or we will see in a second. So we have these ones and let's see shape. So okay, is this one. Okay, you can see that. This one we don't. Okay, we still have. This one we don't have, so we select that one. That one also is gone. So we should only have 4, I think, yeah. And those are the ones, delete. So let's try again. Not with this, but here. Let's I have to do this. Let's choose another file. You just choose another file and try to update that and see what error. I have a ton of fucking images. I need to clean that. Sorry guys for this, but I just too fucking lazy to clean all that shit. So update post. Invalid argument. Firebase invalid argument in child at 0 expected string. main.js 245. 240. Okay, so it's actually around here. So this should be current ID set post. So all cover. It's not deleting, right? So let's see. Let's refresh. No, so it didn't change. Just wait for this. My fucking internet is too slow for this. I don't know why. So we have 5. So it actually uploaded. Is this one? I can't remember which one I grabbed. Okay, it was this one, but you can see that it didn't change this. So we need to see. So this is without an image and it's working perfectly. So let's add the reload. This one. Okay, so let me just do this and console.log the post to see what is going on. So this one is going to console this. Okay, so let's see what's happening there. So edit, we only care about the image right now. Let's add another one. Okay, this one again. So let's see. Man, I hate that every time I change this, it's going to fucking close the development tools. So update should change. Okay, and encoding promise store. Okay, so it's storage invalid, Firebase storage invalid, a child. So it's this one. Where is the where we are setting the child cover name? Constant post ID. So this is not being used. So this is odd. Does it show? Okay, update file 000. So it uploads because it returns this. So we need to track where that is because it's telling me 247 and it's not. So is this put is actually working. So I also have this as true. Sorry, let's say block. So it says storage invalid argument, Firebase storage invalid argument in child and index 0 expected string. So let me see the database and let me see if I'm checking if I'm adding the correct content. Okay. So you can see, okay, no, it's working. It's actually because it's a ton of crap. So fireref, this one should be giving me. So this is the same post we're using. New title is the new title. So let's go to the new title here. Okay. So the cover is this one, and this is the file ref. And when we are passing the file ref, so let me see if the old cover is returning that. Control F, alt cover. Oh, yeah. I know why. Because I'm setting the same name. Okay, I didn't check that. So let's say all post cover. And let's go with, we are using that. Okay, this is all post cover. So let's save that. And let's wait for this to reload. Okay, edit. We know the first part is working correctly, so I'm going to move that, and I'm going to change the image again on my other screen. So one that we haven't used before, this one. Okay, open. So let's open again that update post. Let's see if that works. Okay, invalid in argument in line 247. Again, 247. Let's go actually to that line. You can see 247 is returning this, but let's actually click this. And where we have that error, location ruler. Okay, child. Okay. I can see that. I can see that. Okay. All post cover. Save that, and this should actually fix that. Let's close this. Let's go. Click edit again. Choose another image. So this one. Okay. Again. Are you going to fucking open the okay? Fuck. So update post again, and this should be it. Let's wait. I didn't realize this was a big image, so let's wait for that. The same crap. Invalid child, invalid argument in child. Delete catch. So what is happening is that it's not. I will show you this. What is happening is that it's not. It's all post cover. All post cover is that it's uploading. Okay, but it doesn't find what it needs in order to delete. So let's say this for you to see that this is the, okay, let's actually, I don't know all the shortcuts for this, so let's just do this, and also cut this, paste. Okay, so let's save that, and again let's say edit, and let's say a new title updated, and you will see that, and let's remove, let's say something, and this is going to work. We have new title updated something, and we can see that here. And even, okay, we will change that in a second. So maybe okay, we will have the same error in the delete, I'm guessing. So if I go and choose another file, I'm just going to pick a file that we should already have. Okay, this one, and again open the console and update post. The error should be gone if I'm correct. You can see, okay, but you can see that there's no error. And if I wanted to update this because it's not being updated, okay, I had this commented out. is going to be updated, but the error is actually here. So let's say below here, console.log all post cover, save that, and do the same. Select a new image. I'm doing this on the fly, so I didn't have anything prepared for this. I'm going to use. I will try to use small images, but I don't have any. So let's say this one and update post. What I want is to see the object, okay, undefined. So for some reason we have that as undefined. Yes, okay, so that should fix that. So I changed everything except for that. So that's why it was undefined. So let me just fix something here. Go back and delete all the images. Okay, we're going to check this in a second. We have 4 images only, but here we have like 20. So the ones we don't have are this one. Okay, shape is still there. This one is not. Okay, it's still there. This one, this one, this one. Okay, you can see we don't have those. This one is there, there, and we don't have that. Okay, click that one and just come back here and delete. So we still have 4. Okay, let's refresh this. So it's trying to access the content of undefined on get post JS 56. We will fix that. We will get that. And okay, so we should be able to update now an image. So let's remove this to see that it's going to merge everything. And let's go to choose file. Select again another file. Okay, I think I don't have this one open. And update post. And let's see if this works. That's why I decided to do this in a different video, because doing this on the fly, I didn't know which errors I could face. But I forgot something, because I'm that smart, and I forgot to delete the image. Okay, and to uncomment this. So let's save this. This is actually not going to change. Okay, let's remove this because in both cases it wasn't so let's remove that. It wasn't updated. Let's choose another file, this plant, and open again the console and update post. So this shouldn't be undefined anymore. That's why we were trying to delete something that was marked as undefined. Let's give it a second because it's taking too long. Okay, and we have this. Let's go home. Okay, to see what we have, and we will change another one in a second. Just let me delete the last one that wasn't deleted, because we uploaded one that wasn't being used, that is not being used. So plant, sort, this and that, and I think it's this one. Yep, so we have 4: the sort, that, the shape, and the plant. Okay, so if we come here again and edit, and yet again I'm going to do the same shit. that is choose another image. So I'm sorry if you don't like courses, you know, to be coursing in a video, but well, we are not saints, so I don't see why you should be scared of that. So I might course, okay, I might be coursing some videos more than others, but let's face it, that's just the way I talk, and you know, I'm feeling more comfortable doing this, and it's just the way I am. So update post yet again, we have a new one, so this shouldn't matter. So let's say update post, and we will check that again just to make sure that it's going to work. Okay. Okay, so that works. Let's go back and let's see. We should only have 4. This one is going to be deleted, or I think, well, I can remember. Okay, so the sort should be gone. So, okay, and you can see we have these Marius systems, and the sort is actually gone. So we will have that same error with the delete. So you can see we can update other posts just to make sure of that. We have this because every time we check a new post, it's going to call the get post from URL, get ID from URL, and that is going to reset all the variables to the new content. So we can change this only to Bootstrap. So we can choose another image, and that should work correctly because, as I said, every time we select a new post, it's going to reset all the values. So update post. Okay, it actually did that pretty quickly. So you can see that. Go back, we refresh this, and we should still have 4. It's all about testing. It's all about checking what is going on, and you will need to face that. So you should be ready for that. Okay, and now let's see what error we have. Okay, let's actually, this should only be matter of coming to delete and all post cover delete, and that should be it. So let's delete this plant and the cream, delete. Okay, and you can see we have 3. We should have only 3 images. And we should have only 3 posts. And you can see that. And that is working. Okay, so now we only have one issue left, that is cannot read property content of undefined on main.js because I think this one is okay. Because we are looking for something that doesn't exist in this page, that is see that is returning the URL, okay, and looking for something that here we don't have, and we are trying to look for something that is still not there. Okay, so this post ID is not going to work because it's the one that we're using with the get URL, and I think that is what is setting that content is not found. Because let's do something about this. Let's show, or let's see if that is actually the case. is inside which line? 56. Okay, so I'm way down there. 56. Okay, so this is the line. And we're going to do something. So let's say console.log post. And I think we're going to use, okay. And let's say post dot data. Lol, not there, but inside. And let's see if it returns on. Okay, you can see that it returns undefined. That's why you say cannot read property content of undefined. But if we click one of these, you can see that we retrieve that on line 55. So that's actually the problem. And you can see it's the same line, line 55, that has that error. So we're going to do something. If post that has own property, let's say data, like this should work. Then we're going to set all this as that. Data is not defined at get post. Can I call it like that? Okay, and if we go here, okay, this should be working. And let's actually say console.log post.data. So we should only be able to console.log here if that exists. So let's see. No, that is not working. Let's wait for that. It takes ages, I know, but okay, we cannot see that. Why? Okay. So let's add it in front and let's see. Content something. We have all that back. We have undefined. And let's actually try to update and delete one of these. So okay, let's go back and select another one. So I'm kind of selecting the same every time. Let's select another one. Okay, you can see the content and we have that. So let's actually first update only the title and content. A new post is set undefined there, right? Let me see. Okay, there's something bad going on here. So let me just paste that there again and remove this. So if, because we haven't edited anything and this setting as okay. So that is the actual problem. You can see. So, but it's reacting differently because it's setting everything to undefined for some reason. Well, maybe because it's messing with the flow. So we should return all these if the post, okay. I think I know what's going on. So let's say else console.log we are in the home page. So we need to move, or we should be able to move all these from there to here. And to check if there is this data, we are in the home page. Let's go to Bootstrap. We are in the home page. It still is being set. So it's not going to load the rest. So there's something missing here. I'm missing something. So let's leave it the way it was. Okay, so we know this is the problem, but the thing is how we are going to fix that. Now everything is working, so you can see that it's keeping the values. So this is well, that's actually something that might need more time in order to fix, since it's not an error that is breaking the application. Okay, so let's say black page. This is a black website. They post. Black page. This is a black website, so everything is working. The only thing is that it's trying to set that, so we might need to check a handler. I think I know what. So we can check if the URL has something and then call the get post. Okay, so let me look for something. This is actually something that you might learn how to do. So let's say AES get URL. Okay, the location, and I think it's the href window location. Href returns the URL. So let's see that. Let's actually come back here and say console.log location.href. So we can see where we at. So I don't like to leave errors there. Localhost index, and if we go here, okay, you can see we have that. So we need to check if we are in the index.html. So what we need to do is if location dot href. So we need to verify the two strings. JS verify strings. Okay, or contains. If the string contains, I think it is includes. Okay, so you can check if that includes. So that includes index.html. So we add this at the beginning. So if this thing doesn't have the index.html, then we run the get, so that should work. And we go to new title. Okay, edit, new title updated, and new, let's say lorem ipsum, so we can see the changes. Lorem ipsum. Let's grab, I don't know, is there some text here? Okay, I think we can grab this. We can paste it. We can update. Let's wait for that, okay? And lorem ipsum, the includes method determines whether a string contains the characters of a specified string. So that is working, and one final test is choosing a file and see that everything works correctly. So let's pick the sort again and update post. That shouldn't take that long. And you can see that. Let's go back. Let's check here on storage. And it's working. And you can see the error is gone. Why? Because we're checking if this includes the index.html. Okay, because this one is the index.html, and when we change, it's not going to perform that action again. Okay, so it's going to say cannot read property content of undefined because it's the same thing. So you might need to go to the or location, because this one is going to be a create HTML. Let's save that. Create that HTML. Location error include and let's see if a logical and fixes that. Okay, so if create HTML and index HTML are in the URL, then that shouldn't perform anything. So let's add a new post, whatever. Again, I'm going to go to my other screen. I know this is kind of, but we're almost at the end, so I will fix, I will remove all the crap I have for the next tutorials and submit. So this should upload. Okay, we got redirected. Yep, my internet is too slow, and we have this new thing that also can edit, and we can edit the images. So edited, update post, refresh. We have that, and I always try to avoid having errors. All these warnings are just, you can fix those. I don't mind about this, but if there's an error, I don't like to keep that, so I try to fix it always. You will see that if you go to another page and you open the console, sometimes they still have errors. Okay, something's blocked by the client, encounter error. Okay, it's not a function because sometimes they are trying to load something that is still not there, and it's okay if that doesn't break your application, but I just like to keep this clean because you will understand how to perform certain actions, and it's always advisable. It's always a good idea to have all this in a repo so you can see the fixes again. So that's it. We can create new posts. We can go to home. We can select a new a post that we have. We can edit those posts. Okay, the image takes a little bit to load, but that's because those are big images. And we should be able to delete. Only 3. Okay, we should still see only 3 because I didn't refresh, so it didn't add the other one. Sometimes you need to refresh this in order to see the changes. So we have 3, we have the sort, we have that bottle, and we have this that are the ones we have here. So that's it, and I hope you enjoyed this. This is, I know this wasn't planned, this was just refactoring. So this is what you will usually do with working with other people's code or with new applications. that you realize that you have something that you shouldn't be doing, okay, like I did, sending 3 requests for in order to populate with the same information, okay, this part, and to be able to delete. So we were performing 3 requests to our database, and request cost time, resources, and also money. So we need to make sure that we perform as only the needed requests, so we can store the data maybe in local storage or in a global variable. That should be the way to go in order to avoid making unnecessary requests. Okay, so that's it, guys, and please comment if you have a question or a doubt, and see you in the next one.